Just like last time, I'll go over a few monitors in the gaming section, but this time there will be 27 inches KOORUI, but they will be at $200 price point, or in my case, Euro price point. Now in no specific order, I have this LG 27GN800P-B, which stands for black. What do we have? 27 inches of KOORUI QHD, which means it's 2560 by 1440p. Nano IPS, 1 millisecond gray to gray response, 144 Hz, HDR10, which is basically non-existent, Super Resolution Plus, no idea what this is, NVIDIA G-Sync and AMD FreeSync. Looking at the images to get the feeling for the specs, nothing stands out. Let's take a look at the additional images. I guess this one is being sponsored by League of Legends, so it really is a gaming monitor. I see some inputs in the back. I think it's one DisplayPort, 2 HDMIs, I have no idea what this is, and I also don't see any buttons. Now in this video I came prepared and already found the official website with the monitor in question. So this one has a USB socket, an audio out and the power connector. So let's go to the all specs. The brightness is nice, it's IPS. It has a VESA mount. The warranty is a bit bad, it's only 1 year, so that is not something that I'm looking forward to. And this is like a put off, at least in my case, because it means that you have to buy additional protection to get just extra 2 years, and even then you don't actually know if this covers everything, because most likely the panel is something that will break and not something like the stand or the frame in the back. Now the option that I still don't see are the buttons, so I guess it has buttons on the bottom of the frame. They are just not visible. Maybe this is the button, because I don't see anything that looks like a thumbstick on the back. So LG, okay, it's an option, but just based on the warranty, it wouldn't be my first pick. Next we have this AOC Gaming Q27G2E. It's only 155 Hz, still more than enough. Do you see anything from the images? We do. We have 2 HDMIs, a DisplayPort and audio out. And also a VESA stand. And buttons from the bottom, which is something that I like. The price is also only $179, so it's a VA panel. The brightness is a bit low. Anything else that stands out? Let's see. Not really. What about the official product specifications? Not really. Do they have anything about warranty? I would imagine this one is also just 1 year, but who knows? Yeah, see, this one is 3 years out of the box without any additional payments. And it's the lowest price, well, a lot lower than this one, because to get 3-year warranty you would have to put 60 on top of monitor price, which would put it at least to 250 when talking in euros. So AOC, just spec-wise, a thumbs up. Then we have this KOORUI one. So this one is KOORUI GN03, 144 Hz, 1 millisecond. And when I was looking at 27-inch monitors, I was looking that the resolution that they used was 2560 by 1440p, otherwise the pixels are too big. But that's just my opinion, so you can go with the 27-inch monitor at 1080p. which will lower the price, but that is just something that I like. It has an HDMI display port and a VESA mount. Anything else that stands out? It does. This one is 170 Hz, which means that you can maybe overclock it, but as I said, I wouldn't actually overclock it, as that lowers the monitor lifespan. So we have two HDMIs, a display port, audio out, and a power socket. What about the controls? We have a joystick on the back. I'm not a fan of those. Now when it comes to warranty, I have no idea how long the warranty on this one is. It's a 6-month replacement and a 3-year warranty. So 30-day money back guarantee. Maybe this is like just Amazon. 6-month replacement if you find something lacking with the monitor, maybe IPS glow, something like that, and you can replace it for another one within 6 months, and then you have a 3-year warranty on top of that. Now the official spec for this monitor is 170 Hz, and I think I did find something that mentions that you can overclock it, if I'm not mistaken. Well, it does mention 170 Hz, so I would imagine this is when you enable the overclocks either inside the monitor or in the GPU drivers. Now let's take a look at Samsung Odyssey G51C. Is the C meaning curved? We will see. But the full name, at least for this one, is S25CG510EU. Is the EU for Europe? Maybe. So if you look for the spec, just use this number. Now let's take a look what it has. So 27-inch, a VA panel, WQHD, so this is 1440p resolution, FreeSync, 1 millisecond response time, and 165 Hz refresh rate. We have the dimensions and how it looks from the front and the side. Do we see any button action? I do not. Now it comes to the back, to the ports, we have the same connections as we have on the smaller 24-inch G3 version. So we have the DC-in, we have the HDMI 1 and 2, display port, the USB is service only, so it's not really usable, and then we have the headphones in, or in this case audio out. Now the C does not mean it is curved, at least I don't see any curvature, but what this monitor does have is pivot availability. As you can see, you can position the monitor in portrait mode, and this also means that the stand is height adjustable. Now let's go over some of the marketing material. So this is actually the whole name, and this is the short name, G51C. So let's take a look at these specs. 165 Hz, 1 millisecond response time, FreeSync, black equalizer, so you can actually see something in the dark, as you can see. And this is an interesting one. I have no idea how it works, but virtual aimpoint. So you can actually see where you are pointing inside the games. Let's take a look at display specifications. So yeah, model year 2023, that's awesome, almost new. VA panel, 8 bits, 1440p resolution. Now the brightness is not the best for a VA panel. Now the VESA mount, it does have it, removable stand. As I said, it is height adjustable, you can rotate it by 90 degrees. And the connectivity, and that's about it. And I don't think this one has any speakers, so maybe audio. This is everything that it finds, so the monitor has no speakers, if that is what you wanted. But compared to the 24-inch version, I think I like this one a lot better. Now I just got an email notification about a different monitor. This is from Geekbuying. It's KTC H27T22. So it's 27-inch, 1440p, 170 Hz refresh rate, IPS, 1 millisecond gray to gray, 99% sRGB, low motion blur, FreeSync, G-Sync, USB, 2 HDMI 2s, 2 DisplayPort 1.4 and audio out. And this horizontal and vertical rotation means that it is height adjustable, and also you can rotate it in portrait mode. Now the only thing that I'm looking for is the buttons. So let's see what we have: DC, USB 2, 2 HDMI 2s, 2 DPs and audio out. You also have a hole for cable organizing, and sadly it does have the joystick, but for the price I think it's good. And if you want that gaming pizzazz, you also have some LEDs. Let's just go quickly over the images. If something catches my eye, maybe catches your eye. Well, definitely this image does catch my eye. If an image looks this blurry at 120 Hz, you should definitely throw the monitor in the bin. And on the official website, this is how much the monitor costs. So on Geekbuying it is a lot cheaper. And do they have anything else? So just like with the G5, this one also has game assist mode. As you can see, when you turn it on, you have the crosshair feature, and you also have the black equalizer. So you have the pitch rotation, the lift, and the stand dimensions. And lastly, we have something that's a little bit bigger than a 27-inch, but still falls under the category of about $200/euros, depending on if you have the email only price, at least when it comes to geek buying. So what this one is it is actually 32 inches. It is curved, as you can see, 2560 by 1440. Now for this size, I do not know if this one is too small and it would actually need to be a 4K resolution. If you do have experience with that, let me know in the comments down below. It is 170 Hz, 1 millisecond response time, and FreeSync G-Sync. It has a USB, HDMI 2, 2 display ports, audio out, and it has a VESA mount. Now when it comes to curved monitors, I have no idea about the curvature, so let me know if this value is good enough, if it's too low, or if it is too high. Now with the curved monitor, what I see myself using is actually not the stand, but a monitor arm. If that is an option for you, I suggest you get one, but in that case also make sure that the monitor arm supports this big of a monitor and also the weight. And this monitor actually does have a USB 2 that is useful. No, it's not. Only for upgradation. Okay, so you can only upgrade the software of the monitor but not actually use the USB. So let's see the product weight, 6 kilos, but it doesn't state if this is with the stand or without the stand. So on the official website, this monitor costs $280, so a price of $200 is nice. Now let's take a look at the specs and the weight, and maybe also if we can find anything on the warranty. But I don't see anything about warranty, unless I missed it. Warranty and sustainability. So I have standard 3-year limited warranty and shipped in complete recyclable packaging, meaning a normal cardboard box. Now one would imagine that picking a monitor under $200, that is 27-inch, 1440p, would be an easy task, but I found 5 monitors, depending on what you want. One monitor is better than the other. Now I do suggest that you also look into the companies, what kind of warranty policies they have, and also the company that you buy it from. With Amazon you always can return stuff hassle-free. In this case the only monitor that I would look away from is the AOC gaming one probably, and just because this 155Hz is in between the 144 and 165 and it just doesn't make any sense. When it comes to the features, I think I would actually go with the KTC H27T22, and that is because you don't need a VESA mount. The monitor does everything that you want. Now I would say this KTC H27T22 is the same as the Samsung Odyssey G51C. The only thing that you have to decide is which monitor looks better to you, because when it comes to features they are mostly the same. And also the USB on this KTC is also upgrade only when looking at the website. Now which monitor would I choose from the ones that I've presented? Probably not go with this one because it's a bit too big for my table, but if you have enough desk space then maybe you can take this one. When it comes to the 27-inch versions, I think I like this one the best because it looks slick. It is basically the same as the G5, the Samsung, but the Samsung one is a bit bulky, at least on the bottom sides. So if you like this kind of look, then this one is for you. Now the LG monitor is also good, comes in about the same price as the Samsung and the KTC one. Now it doesn't have an adjustable stand and it only has 144Hz. And lastly the KOORUI one, I think it falls in the same category as the LG. It's a decent buy, but it doesn't have any other options when it comes to maybe the stand functionality and the buttons in the front. Now that's my list for the top 5 27-inch gaming monitors under $200, plus the bonus 32-inch monitor. And if you would like to see this type of videos once, maybe 2 times every 3 to 6 months, let me know in the comments down below. And we'll do something else in the next video.